सह कुटुम्बाणां पैडिपालगोत्रोद्भवस्य शिवनामधेयस्य निर्मानामधेयस्य लोहितनामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां भट्टिबेल्लगोत्रोद्भवस्य राकेश चंद्रनामधेयस्य साहित्यानामधेयस्य रूपानामधेयस्य वेदानामधेयस्य विहानामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां पाण्डराजगोत्रोद्भवस्य वेङ्कटरामनामधेयस्य रचितानामधेयस्य वरचितनामधेयस्य चन्द्रनामधेयस्य भारद्वाजगोत्रोद्भवस्य पद्मानामधेयस्य सायदासनामधेयस्य काश्यपगोत्रोद्भवस्य शङ्कररामनामधेयस्य श्रीहरिशिवचरणनामधेयस्य सिद्धार्थनामधेयस्य गर्गोत्रोद्भवस्य धर्मेन्द्रनामधेयस्य भारतीनामधेयस्य ध्रुवनामधेयस्य कौण्डिन्यगोत्रोद्भवस्य चन्द्रशेखररावनामधेयस्य सीतादेवीनामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां एवं लोहितगोत्रोद्भवस्य सद्गुरुशिवानन्दमूर्तिनामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां कौण्डिन्यगोत्रोद्भवस्य सुरेशसुधानामधेयस्य श्रद्धा सिद्धार्थनामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां वैडिपालगोत्रोद्भवस्य दिनेशनामधेयस्य श्वेतानामधेयस्य विहानामधेयस्य नैरानामधेयस्य गंगाधररावनामधेयस्य पद्मानाम्याः सह कुटुम्बाणां भारद्वाजगोत्रोद्भवस्य श्रेयाङ्गनामधेयस्य अपूर्वनाम्याः हरिरामनामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां कौशिकासगोत्रोद्भवस्य जयलक्ष्मीनामधेयस्य नारायणनामधेयस्य राधानालक्ष्मीनारायणनामधेयस्य राधानाम्याः सह कुटुम्बाणां एवं कौण्डिन्यगोत्रोद्भवस्य सूर्यप्रकाशरावनामधेयस्य सुब्बलक्ष्मीनामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां नामधेयस्य साईकीर्तनामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां मधुरमल्लगोत्रोद्भवस्य रघुमारेड्डिनामधेयस्य नामधेयस्य कीर्तिचन्द्रनामधेयस्य मानसानामधेयस्य वेदधरुनामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां एवं मुरलीनामधेयस्य रचितानामधेयस्य श्रीजित्नामधेयस्य अम्मूनामधेयस्य श्रेयानामधेयस्य आदित्यनामधेयस्य श्रीवत्सगोत्रोद्भवस्य सुनितानामधेयस्य साईप्रभानामधेयस्य प्रवीणानामधेयस्य प्रदीपनामधेयस्य अद्वैतनामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां एवं नागान्द्रसगोत्रोद्भवस्य शरत्कुमारनामधेयस्य निर्मलानामधेयस्य हासीनाम्याः कौशिकगोत्रोद्भवस्य विनोस्मरणानामधेयस्य अर्जुननामधेयस्य आराधनामधेयस्य आशिषनामधेयस्य छायानामधेयस्य जैननामधेयस्य सिंगलगोत्रोद्भवस्य वरुण हर्षनाथनामधेयस्य गरिमानामधेयस्य अज्ञाननामधेयस्य विप्रलगोत्रोद्भवस्य रामारावनामधेयस्य विजयधनामधेयस्य श्रीयन्नामधेयस्य अज्ञानामधेयस्य नोरानामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां गोत्रोद्भवस्य संजयकुमारनामधेयस्य अमितानान्याः सिद्धार्थनामधेयस्य प्राचीचन्द्रकरनामधेयस्य ऋषिकानामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां आर्नोल्लगोत्रोद्भवस्य राजशेखरनामधेयस्य रचितानामधेयस्य गौतमदत्तनामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां आत्रेयसगोत्रोद्भवस्य कृष्णकुमारनामधेयस्य स्मितानामधेयस्य अनघानामधेयस्य अनन्यनामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां एवं तनिकुलगोत्रोद्भवस्य क्रान्तिकरनामधेयस्य प्रियाङ्कनामधेयस्य ईशाननामधेयस्य ऐरानामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां कर्णावतिगोत्रोद्भवस्य विजितानामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां अग्निपालगोत्रोद्भवस्य रविकुमार नामधेयस्य पद्मजानामधेयस्य आदित्यनामधेयस्य अदितिनामधेयस्य चन्द्रशेखरनामधेयस्य अरुणानामधेयस्य विजयकल्याणनामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणाम् एवं धूम्रगोत्रोद्भवस्य अवनीशनामधेयस्य श्वेतानामधेयस्य अर्जुननामधेयस्य शरण्यनामधेयस्य भारद्वाजगोत्रोद्भवस्य दिव्यानामधेयस्य अंकितनामधेयस्य वेदान्तनामधेयस्य वशिष्ठगोत्रोद्भवस्य धीरजनामधेयस्य शिवानामधेयस्य शिवांशनामधेयस्य कश्यपगोत्रोद्भवस्य रोहितनामधेयस्य सुरभिनामधेयस्य रचितनामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां एवं यादवगोत्रोद्भवस्य मौर्यनामधेयस्य अशोकनामधेयस्य संजयनामधेयस्य बंसालगोत्रोद्भवस्य अरुणकुमारनामधेयस्य अंजनानामधेयस्य कृतिकानामधेयस्य पीयूषनामधेयस्य रजतगोत्रोद्भवस्य यशवन्तनामधेयस्य सौम्यानामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां एवं उल्लुट्लगोत्रोद्भवस्य रापेशनामधेयस्य अन्नपूर्णानाम्याः सह कुटुम्बाणां मल्लुट्लगोत्रोद्भवस्य विजयकृष्णनामधेयस्य विजयलक्ष्मीनाम्याः कैलासनामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां सहबान्धवानां च बंसल गोत्रोद्भवस्य सिद्धार्थनामधेयस्य दीक्षानामधेयस्य टेक्रिवालनामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां हर्षगोत्रोद्भवस्य लक्ष्मीपतिनामधेयस्य सुधानाम्याः सुजन्नामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बाणां सहबान्धवानां च అంతా కూడా చెప్పేటువంటి సంకల్పాన్ని చెప్పండి. మమ अस्माकं सह कुटुम्बानां क्षेम धैर्य वीर्य विजय अभय आयुः आरोग्य ऐश्वर्य धनधान्य पुत्रपौत्र अभिवृद्ध्यर्थं धर्म अर्थ काम्य मोक्ष चतुर्विध फल पुरुषार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थों आध्यात्मिक आदिदैविक आदिभौतिक तापत्रय निवारण अर्थों इष्टकाम्यार्थ फल सिद्ध्यर्थं संकल्पिता मम जन्म नक्षत्र नाम नक्षत्र जन्म राशि नाम राशि जन्मांश नामांश वशात् महादशादि वशात् कालचक्र वशात् सर्वतो भद्र चक्र वशात् भूम्यंतरिक्ष महोत्पादक दुष्स्वप्न दुष्यमन दोष परिहारार्थं संकल्पित सर्वकार्येषु दिग्विजयता सिद्ध्यर्थं अद्य शिवरात्रि महोत्सव आराधना कर्मांगं महागणपति आराधनम् आचार्य श्रीहस्तेन कारयिष्ये। ओम हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जातः पदरेक आसीत् तदाधार पृथिवीर्यामुदेवान् तस्मै देवाय अविषा विधेम। कलशस्य मुखे विष्णुं कंठे एवं जनकुलगोत्रोद्भवस्य वेङ्कटेश्वररामकृष्णरावनामधेयस्य तुलसीलक्ष्मीनामधेयस्य वेङ्कटसाई शिवतेजनामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बानाम् एवं कलशस्य मुखे विष्णुं कंठे रुद्रस्समाश्रितः मूले रुद्रस्थितः ब्रह्मा मध्ये त्रिगुणाश्रिताः कुक्षोदसागराः सर्वे सप्तद्वीपा वसुन्धरा ऋग्वेदो सामवेदोऽभ्यधर्मणः अङ्गैः सहिताः सर्वे कलशाम्बुसमाश्रिताः। ॐ कलशेषु धावतिरविद्रे परिषच्यते उक्थैर्यज्ञेषु वर्धते। ओम भोवा इदगो सर्वं विश्वा भूतान्यापः प्राणावापः पशवापो नमापो कृतमापः सम्राडापो विराडापः स्वराडापः छन्दागुस्यापो ज्योतिगुस्यापो यजोगुस्यापः सत्यमापः सर्वा देवतापो भूर्भुवस्वरापो गंगे यमुने कृष्णे गोदावरि सरस्वती नर्मदे सिन्धुकावेरी सन्निधिं कुरु कावेरी तुङ्गभद्रा च कृष्णवेणी आजगोतमी भागीरथी च विख्याता पञ्चगङ्गा प्रकीर्तिताः आयान्तदेव पूजार्थं दुर्दक्षयकारकाः कलशोदकेन पूजाद्रव्याणि सम्प्रोक्ष्य देवं सम्प्रोक्ष्य आत्मानं च सम्प्रोक्ष्य पुण्डरीकाक्ष पुण्डरीकाक्ष पुण्डरीकाक्षाय नमः। अथ महागणाधिपतिध्यानम्। ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगो हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पद आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिश्चीदसादनो। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं क्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरद सर्वजनं मे वशमानयाय नमः। ॐ तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ति प्रचोदयात्। परिवाराय श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये नमः। ध्यानं समर्पयामि आवाहयामि। ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगो हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पद आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिश्चीदसादनो। आवाहयामि रत्नसिंहासनं समर्पयामि। श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये नमः। నమస్కారం చేసుకొని చెప్పండి. వక్రతుండ మహాకాయ సూర్యకోటి సమప్రభ నిర్విఘ్నం కురు మే దేవ సర్వకార్యేషు సర్వదా. మీరు చేసేటువంటి ప్రతి కార్యక్రమాలన్నీ కూడా ఆ యొక్క మహాగణపతి యొక్క దివ్య అనుగ్రహం చేత దిగ్విజయంగా ఏ విఘ్నాలు లేకుండా మనం చేసే ప్రతి కార్యక్రమం నిర్విఘ్నంగా జరగడానికి ఆ యొక్క గణపతికి ముందుగా నమస్కారం చేసుకోండి. రత్నసింహాసనం సమర్పయామి. పాదయోః పాద్యం సమర్పయామి. బ్రహ్మగణాధిపతయే నమః. ఐశ్వర్యం సమర్పయామి. ముఖే ఆచమనీయం సమర్పయామి. ఔపచారికేణ స్నానం సమర్పయామి. ఓమాభోధిష్ఠామయో భవత్సాన ఊర్జే దుధాతన మహేరణాయ దక్షతే యోగశివతమోరహస్తస్య పాదయతే హనః విశతీర్వమాతరః తస్మారంగమాం భోజస్య క్షయాయ జన్మధ ఆపో
महागणाधिपतये नमः
स्नानानन्तरं शुद्ध आचमनीयं समर्पयामि वस्त्रयुग्मं समर्पयामि धारयामि सपरिवाराय श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये
नमः
ब्रह्मसूत्रं समर्पयामि हरिद्राचूर्णं कुङ्कुमादिपरिमलद्रव्याणि समर्पयामि अथ पुष्पैर्पूजयामि ॐ सुमुखाय नमः
ॐ एकदन्ताय नमः
ॐ कपिलाय नमः
ॐ गजकर्णकाय नमः
ॐ लम्बोदराय नमः
ॐ विकटाय नमः
विघ्नराजाय नमः
ॐ धूमकेतवे नमः
ॐ गणाध्यक्षाय नमः
ॐ बालचन्द्राय नमः
गजाननाय नमः
ॐ वक्रतुण्डाय नमः
शूर्पकर्णाय नमः
ॐ हेरम्बाय नमः
स्कन्दाग्रजाय नमः
ॐ सर्वसिद्धिप्रदायकाय नमः
श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये
नमः विषपरिमलपत्रपुष्पाणि समर्पयामि पात्रं जनयन्त देवाः
धूपदीपानन्तरं शुद्ध आचमनीयं समर्पयामि
महागणाधिपतये
नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि राभागतहारम्बाणि फलानि काश्मीरफलोपहार नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि प्रोक्ष्याप्लावनादिभिर्विशोध्य सुरभिमुद्रया मृदेभ्य ॐ प्राणाय स्वाहा अपानाय स्वाहा व्यानाय स्वाहा उदानाय स्वाहा समानाय स्वाहा ब्रह्मणे नमः
पानीयं समर्पयामि
उत्तराभूषणं समर्पयामि
हस्तौ प्रक्षालयामि
पादौ प्रक्षालयामि
ताम्बूलं समर्पयामि भूगे फलैश्च कर्पूरैर्नागवल्लीदलैर्जितं मुक्ताचूर्णसमायुक्तं ताम्बूलं प्रतिगृह्य ताम्बूलं समर्पयामि कर्पूरनीराजनम्
ॐ मानोहि वंशे जातवे लोकाः सम्बुर्धञ्जगत् अहे खगनागहि सृजा मा परिपातया तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि
तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात्
जलाध्यक्षं करोमि दिव्यरक्षां धारयामि नमस्करोमि जय बोल विघ्नेश्वर महाराज की अनया ध्यानावाहनादि षोडशोपचार पूजया आवाहिता सपरिवार श्रीमन्महागणाधिदेवताः सुप्रीताः सुप्रसन्नाः वरदा भवन्तु सुप्रीयताम्
मुदाकरात्तमोदकं सदा विमुक्तिसाधकं कलाधरावतंसकं विलासिलोकरक्षकम् अनायकैकनायकं विनाशिते भदैत्यकं नताशुभाशुनाशकं नमामि तं विनायकं न तेतरातिभीकरं नवोदितार्कभास्वरं नमत्सुरारिनिर्जरं नतादिकापदुद्धरम् सुरेश्वरं निधीश्वरं गजेश्वरं गणेश्वरं महेश्वरं तमाश्रये परात्परं निरन्तरं समस्तलोकशङ्करं निरस्तदैत्यकुञ्जरं दरेदरोदरं वरं वरे भवक्रमक्षरं कृपाकरं क्षमाकरं मुदाकरं यशस्करं मनस्करं नमस्कृता नमस्करोमि भास्वरम् अकिञ्चनार्तिमार्जनं चिरन्तनोक्तिभाजनं पुरारिपूर्वनन्दनं सुरारिगर्वचर्वणं प्रपञ्चनाशभीषणं धनञ्जयादिभूषणं कपोलधानवारणं भजे पुराणवारणम् निदान्तकान्तदन्तकान्तिमन्तकान्तकात्मजम् अचिन्त्यरूपमन्तहीनमन्तराय कृन्दनम् हृदन्तरे निरन्तरं वसन्तमेव योगिनां तमेकदन्तमेव तं विचिन्तयामि सन्ततम् महागणेश पञ्चरत्नमाजरेण योन्वहं प्रजल्पति प्रभातके हृदि स्मरन् गणेश्वरम् अरोगतामदोषतां सुशाहितीं सुपुत्रतां समाहितायुरष्टभूतिरभ्युपैति सूचिरात् जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश पाहि मां जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्ष मां श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये नमः पादारविन्दयोः वेदोक्तदिव्यहरणं पुष्पाञ्जलिं समर्पयामि
श्रीमन्महागणपतिप्रसादम् आचार्याः भक्ताः भागवतोत्तमाः शिरसा गृह्णन्तु शतमानं भवति शतायुः पुरुषः शतेन्द्रिय ఆయుష్యేంద్రియే ప్రతిష్టతి. మీ అందరికీ కంకణాలు కట్టేటప్పుడు ఈ యొక్క విఘ్నేశ్వరుడు యొక్క దివ్యానుగ్రహం కూడా అక్షతల రూపకంగా వస్తే చక్కగా శిరస్సు వంచి నమస్కారం చేసుకోండి. आदौ नवग्रहाराधनं करिष्ये पूर्वाङ्गभूतं कङ्कणधारणाद्यं कर्म करिष्ये इति सङ्कल्प्य वस्त्रजम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम्
उर्वारुकविबन्धनां मृत्योर्पक्षीयमामृतात्
घोरेभ्यो घोरेभ्यो घोरघोरघरेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते रुद्ररूपेभ्यः ॐ गन्धद्वारान्दुराधर्षा पिञ्चपुष्टाङ्गरेषिणे ईश्वरीं सर्वभूतानां तामिहो वह्मये सृजया
सूत्राधिष्ठानदेवताभ्यो नमः लं पृथ्वीतत्त्वात्मने गन्धं परिकल्पयामि हम आकाशतत्त्वात्मने पुष्पं परिकल्पयामि यं वायुतत्त्वात्मने धूपं परिकल्पयामि वं तेजस्तत्त्वात्मने वह्निं परिकल्पयामि वं अमृततत्त्वात्मने अमृतोपहारनैवेद्यं परिकल्पयामि संसर्वस्तत्त्वात्मने ताम्बूलादि सकलोपचारपूजान् परिकल्पयामि
त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम्
उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्
प्रतिहतसहस्रनेत्र प्रज्वल प्रज्वल ज्वल ज्वल विश्वरूपा वृषोद्रवः वैकुण्ठनारायण पद्मना पुरुषेके सर्वभूतवशीकरण शङ्खचक्रदाधर सर्वनाग प्रवर्तन सर्वासुरोत्सादर सर्वदेव महेश्वर सर्वग्रह निवारण सर्वयंत्र प्रभंजन सर्वदुःख प्रशमन सर्वज्वर विलासर सर्वबंध विमोक्षण सर्वदुष्स्वप्ननाशन सर्वभूत नमस्कृत सर्वभूतावहरणान्तरणमोस्तुते ओम इति जप्त्वा विश्वेत्तादेति मन्त्रेण भगवतः दक्षिणहस्ते बध्नीयात् बृहत्सामेति भगवतः वामहस्ते बध्नीयात् మీ అందరి దగ్గరికి ఇక్కడ నవగ్రహారాధన అట్లాగే అష్టదిక్పాలకారాధన జరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది. మీ అందరి దగ్గరికి ఇద్దరు స్వాములు వస్తారు. చక్కగా ఎక్కడ వాళ్ళు అక్కడే కూర్చుంటే చక్కగా కంకణ ధారణ జరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది అన్నమాట. లేవద్దమ్మా, అట్లనే కూర్చొని ఉండండి. మీ దగ్గరికి వస్తారు స్వాములు వచ్చి ఈ యొక్క భగవంతు పరమేశ్వరుడు యొక్క అనుగ్రహాన్ని మీకు అక్కడికి వచ్చి ఇస్తారనమాట. అందులో ఇక్కడ నవగ్రహారాధన అష్టదిక్పాలకారాధన జరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది. सहस्रवरमादेवी शतमूला शताङ्कुरा सर्वगुं हरतु मे पापं दूर्वादुष्मग्ननाशनी अश्वक्रान्ते रथक्रान्ते विष्णुक्रान्ते वसुन्धरा शिरसा धारयिष्यामि रक्षस्व मां पदे पदे ततः आदित्यादिग्रहाराधनं करिष्ये कृष्णेन रजसा वर्तमानं वेधयन्नमृतं मर्त्यं च हिरण्येन सवितारथेन देवोजादिभुवनाय पश्यन् अग्निन्दूतं वृणीमहे होतारं विश्वेदथम् अस्य यज्ञस्य सुकृतोः कद्रुद्राय प्रदेशते मेढष्टमाय दव्यसे भोद्भवस्वः सूर्यगृहे आगच्छात् सूर्यग्रहं रक्तवर्णं रक्तगन्धं रक्तपुष्पं रक्तमाल्याम्बरधरं रक्तच्छत्रध्वजपदाकादशोभितं दिव्यरजतमारूढं मेरुं प्रदक्षिणे कुरुबाणं किरीटिनं सुखासीनं पत्नीपुत्रपरिवार समेतं ग्रहमण्डले प्रविष्टमस्मिन्नभिरणे मध्ये वर्तुलाकारमण्डले सूर्यग्रहमावाहयामि सूर्यग्रहम् आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि समिधापयामि नमस्करोमि अस्य यजमानस्य अभिमुखीकरोमि अथ चन्द्रग्रहाराधने विनियोगः आप्याजस्व समेतते विश्वतस्सोमवृष्टजं भवावाजस्य सङ्गते अप्सु मे सोमो अप्रवेदन्तर्विश्वान्भेषजा अग्निञ्च विश्वतं भूमावश्च विश्वभेषते मानसलिनानि दक्षद्येकपदे द्विपदे साचतुष्पदे अष्टापदे नवपदे बभूवषि सहस्राक्षरे परमे व्योमन्नोद्भवस्वः चन्द्रग्रहे आगच्छात् चन्द्रग्रहं श्वेतवर्णं श्वेतगन्धं श्वेतपुष्पं श्वेतमाल्याम्बरधरं श्वेतच्छत्रध्वजरथपदाकादिशोभितं दिव्यरथमारूढं मेरुं प्रदक्षिणे गुरुवाणं किरीटं सुखासनं पत्नी पुत्रपरिवारसमेतं ग्रहमण्डले प्रतिष्ठमस्मिन् दिगणे सूर्यग्रहस्य आग्नेयदिग्भागे चन्द्रग्रहमावाहयामि देवता सहित चन्द्रग्रहम् आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि समिधापयामि नमस्करोमि अग्निर्मूर्धादिवः ककुत्मतिः पृथिव्या अयम् अपागो रेतागो सजन्मदे श्योना पृथिविभवानुक्षरा निवेशने यच्छानः शर्मः प्रथाः वजगुं हितेनैव जयामसि गामस्मं भोजयित्वा सनो मृडाति दृशे
स्वः अंगारकगृहे आगच्छ
अंगारकग्रहं रक्तवर्णं रक्तगन्धं रक्तपुष्पं रक्तमाल्यां परधरं रक्तच्छत्रं
दिव्यर्हतमारूढम्
एवं प्रदक्षिणे गुरुवाणं किरीटं स्वाधीनं पत्नी पुत्रपरिवारसमेतं
मण्डले प्रविष्टमस्मिन् नगरे
सूर्यग्रहस्य दक्षिणदिग्भागे देवता प्रत्यदेवता सहिता अंगारकग्रहम् आवाहयामि स्थापयामि
पूजयामि
सन्निधापयामि नमस्करोमि यजमानस्य अभिमुखीकरोमि
ओम उद्बुद्ध स्वाध्यायपजदा गृह्येन मिष्टापूर्ते सकुंभते धामयञ्च पुनः कृण्वग्गुस्वा पितरञ्जीवानमन्वाधाकुं सयित्वयिदन्तमेतो इदं विस्तरविदक्रमे
वेधानिदधेवनं समूढमस्य पागो सुरे
सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपाद
विश्वदा वृत्ताद्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गोभवस्वः बुधगृहे आगच्छाग्रहं पीतवर्णं पीतगन्धं पीतपुष्पं पीतमाल्याम्बरधरं
पीतच्छत्रध्वतरध्वदाकादिशोभिनं
यमतसमारूढेरं
प्रदक्षिणे गुरुभावेटिनं सुखासनं पत्नी पुत्रपरिवारसमेतं गृहमण्डले प्रविष्टमस्मिन्
सूर्यग्रहस्य ईशान्यदिग्भागे
देवता प्रतिदेवता सहित उदग्रहमावाहयामि स्थापयामि
पूजयामि सन्निधापयामि नमस्करोमि उत्तरे बृहस्पतिग्रहाराधनं योगः
बृहस्पतेन दीयदर्योरः आद्यमन्थानिकृतमध्यनेषु यद्येतयच्छवहर्द प्रजापतस्मात् त्रिवणन्ते हि तत्र ब्रह्मजज्ञानं कथमं पुरस्तात् विषयमतस्सरुजो वेनादः
बुद्धियामुपमास्य विष्ठास्ततश्च योनि मसतश्च विवः
ओमन्त्रं वा विश्वतस्परिहवामहेदनेभ्यः
अस्माकमस्तु केवलः
भवस्वः बुधग्रहे बृहस्पतिग्रहे आगतः
बृहस्पतिग्रहं कनकवर्णं कनकगन्धं कनकपुष्पं कनकमाल्यां परधरं कनकच्छत्र ध्वजरध्वदाकादिशोभितं दिव्यरथमारूढं वेदं प्रदक्षिणीकुर्वाणं किरीटनं स्वाधीनं पत्नीपुत्रपरिवारगृहमण्डले प्रविष्टमस्मिन् अधिकरणे सूर्यग्रहस्य उत्तरदिग्भागे बुधग्रहम् अधिदेवता प्रत्यदेवता सहित बृहस्पतिग्रहम् आवाहयामि पूजयामि सन्निधापयामि नमस्करोमि प्राग्भागे
ओम शुक्रन्ते अन्यते ददन्ते अन्यभ्यरोपेहणेद्योरिवासि विश्वाहि माजामहि स्वभावो भद्रादे भूषन्निहरातिरस्तो इन्द्राणि मासुनारिषुभग्ने महामस्रवं नह्यस्या परञ्जनजरसामरदेवतिः इन्द्रमरुत्वयः पाहि सोमयथा सा विजादेव वसुरस्य तव प्रणीदेतवशूरशर्मन्नाविवाहन्तकवयस्सु यज्ञाः ओम भोर्भवस्वः शुक्रगृहे आगच्छा शुक्रग्रहं
श्वेतवर्णं श्वेतगन्धं श्वेतपुष्पं श्वेतमाल्यां करदरं श्वेतच्छत्र ध्वजरथपताकादिशोभितं दिव्यरथमारूढं मेरुं प्रदक्षिणे गुरुवाणं किरीटिनं सुखासनं पत्नी पुत्रपरिवारसमेतं ग्रहमण्डले प्रविष्टमस्मिन्नधिकरणे सूर्यग्रहस्य प्राग्भागे अधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहिता शुक्रग्रहम् आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि सन्निधापयामि नमस्करोमि
ओम शमद्यरद्यभस्करच्छन्नस्तपतु
सूर्यादामात्परपापस्पृधः
यमाय सोमकं शरद यमाय जपनाहवेह
यज्ञो गच्छद्यज्ञदूतो अनुग्रह ओम भूर्भुवस्वः शनैश्चरग्रहे आगच्छ शनैश्चरग्रहं नीलवर्णं नीलगन्धं नीलपुष्पं नीलमाल्यां परधरं नीलच्छत्रध्वजरथपताकादिशोभितं दिव्यरथमारूढं मेरुं प्रदक्षिणे गुरुवाणं किरीटनं सुखासनं पत्नी पुत्रपरिवारसमेतं ग्रहमण्डले प्रविष्टमस्मिन्नधिकरणे सूर्यग्रहस्य भावनदिग्भागे शनैश्चरग्रहम् आवाहधिदेवता प्रत्यदेवता सहिता शनैश्चरग्रहम् आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि सन्निधापयामि नमस्करोमि अस्य यजमानस्याभिमुखीकरोमि ओम
आयंगो प्रश्नरक्तमिदधनन्मातरं पुनः
प्रयं शुभः
सर्पेभ्यो जयकेत पृथिवे मनो
दरिक्षये दिविदेभ्यः सर्पेभ्यो नमः
भोर्भवस्वः राहुगृहे आगच्छा
धूम्रवर्णं धूम्रगन्धं धूम्रपुष्पं धूम्रमाल्याम्बरधरं धूम्रच्छत्रध्वजरथपताकादिशोभितं
दिव्यरथमारूढं मेरुं
अप्रदक्षिणे गुरुवाणं
किरीटनं शासीनं पत्नीपुत्रपरिवारसमेतं ग्रहमण्डले प्रविष्टमस्मिन्नधिकरणे सूर्यग्रहस्य
प्रत्यदेवता सहिता राहुग्रहम् आवाहयामि
स्थापयामि पूजयामि
सन्निधापयामि नमस्करोमि
ओम केतुं गृह्णन्न केतवेपेशो परिजापेशते समशन्धरिदायथाः सचित्रचित्रनदयन्तमस्मै चित्राक्षत्रनियोधा चन्द्रं प्रियं पुरवीनो बृहन्तं चन्द्रचन्द्राभिर्नदयवस्व ब्रह्मा देवानां पदवेकवीनामृगर्वित्राणां महेशो मृगाणां श्येनोकृष्णानागस्तिद्रवणानागुंसोऽपवित्रमध्ये त्रेखण्डाम् ओम भूर्भुवस्वः केतुगृहे आगच्छा केतुग्रहं चित्रवर्णं चित्रगन्धं चित्रपुष्पं चित्रमाल्याम्बरधरं
चित्रच्छत्रध्वजरथपताकादिशोभितं
ग्रहमण्डले प्रविष्टमस्मिन्नधिकरणे
सूर्यग्रहस्य देवता प्रत्यति देवता सहित
केतुग्रहमावाहयामि
स्थापयामि पूजयामि संविधापयामि नमस्करोमि ओम इंद्रं वो विश्वतः परिहवामहे जनेभ्यः अस्माकमस्तु केवलः
भागे इन्द्रं दिक्पालकमावाहयामि
ओम अग्निं दूतं कृणीमहे होतारं विश्ववेदसम् अस्य यज्ञस्य सुक्रतुम्
भागे अग्निं दिक्पालकमावाहयामि
यमाय स्वामगो सुमतजमाय धूता हविजमगुं भजन्तो गच्छद्यग्निदूतो अनन्तरः
यमं दिक्पालकमावाहयामि
ओम मोचनः परापरान्मृतरुदुर्हणावधि पतिष्ठदुष्टया सह
भागे वरुणं दिक्पालकमावाहयामि
देवाया विब्रह्मणामन्तमाण्डस्तासास्तेजमानो हविर्गृहे अहेडमानो वर्णेह बौद्धिर्समानः जुप्रमोषीः
वायुं दिक्पालकमावाहयामि
ओम नमो वायुवृतस्पते प्रत्युज्जामदर्धूता आवांस्यामृणीमहे
वायुं दिक्पालकमावाहयामि
सोमो हीनगुं सोमो अर्पन्तमाशुं सोमो वीरं कर्मण्यं दधातु सादर्यं विदक्षगो समेयं पितुस्त्रवणं यो ददासु तस्मै
तरे कुबेरं दिक्पालकमावाहयामि
ईशानं जगातस्तस्तु शस्पतिं धियं छिन्नमपसे भूमते वजं भूषाणो यथा वेदसामसुकृते रक्षिता पायुरदभस्मस्तये
ईशान्यं दिक्पालकमावाहयामि
आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि मध्ये कलशे और अकृद्राय प्रजेतसे मेढुष्ठमाजतव्यसे
ओषे मशन्तमगो हृदे
घोरेभ्यो घोरेभ्यो
घोरतरेभ्यः
सर्वेभ्यः
सर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते अस्तु रुद्ररूपेभ्यः
भगवते महारुद्राय नमः
श्रीरुद्रमावाहयामि
गौरीभिमानसलिलानि सक्षत्येकपदे इत्युपदे साचतुष्पदे
अष्टापदेन उदयं भोगसे सहस्राक्षरापरमेभ्यो नमः गौरीमावाहयामि
आवाहयामि
स्थापयामि पूजयामि
देवताः यते गन्धाक्षपुष्पधूपदीपोत्तर्याभरणादि अलङ्काराः सर्व उपचाराः
स्वस्ति अमृतं वै प्राणाः प्रथमाव प्राणानेव यथास्थानोपक्वयते स्वामिन् सर्वजगन्नाथ यावत् पूजा अवसानकं तावत् प्रीतभावेन मण्डपेऽस्मिन् सन्निधिं गुरो मण्डपस्थितावाहितेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः ध्यायामि ध्यानं समर्पयामि आवाहयामि आसनं समर्पयामि नवरत्नखचित हेमसिंहासनार्थे अक्षतान् समर्पयामि ओम हस्तयोः अर्घ्यं समर्पयामि पादयोः पाद्यं समर्पयामि आचमनीयं समर्पयामि औदार्येण स्नानं समर्पयामि
यो भुवस्थानूर्जेतधातना
हेरणाय दक्षते
श्रुतमोरसस्तस्य भाजयते नमः
सदीर्घमादरः
नमाम भोजस्य क्षया जचिन्वहो
जनयथा जनः
करं शुद्धा आचमनीयं समर्पयामि मण्डपस्थदेवताभ्यो नमः दीपं समर्पयामि अक्षतां समर्पयामि
गन्धद्वारां दुराधर्षां नित्यपुष्टां गरीषणीश्वरे हरिद्राचूर्णं
समर्पयामि अधपुष्पै पूजयामि आयने देवराजने दूर्वारोहन्तपुष्पिणीः धूपमाख्यापयामि
पूजयामि
दीपो सन्दर्शयामि धूपदीपानन्तरं शुद्धा आचमनीयं समर्पयामि नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि చెప్తా ఆ డౌట్ అందరికి వస్తుంది నేను చెప్తాను. మనము అది 6 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి రాలేదు అందరికీ డౌట్ ఇప్పుడు వచ్చింది. ఈ కాలంలో ఏమైందంటే భగవంతుడు ఎక్కడైతే తిరుగుతూ ఉంటాడో దాన్ని మనం తూర్పుగా భావిస్తాం. వచ్చే సంవత్సరం నుంచి ఈ వేదికను అటుపక్కన వేసుకుంటే అప్పుడు మనకి ఉత్తరానికి ఆ యొక్క లింగాన్ని అలా ప్రతిష్ఠ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పినట్లుగా లింగాన్ని అటు తిప్పొచ్చు. కొంతమంది మహనీయులు వచ్చి మరి ఆ భగవంతుడిని ఇటు సైడ్ కూర్చోబెట్టాం కదా ఇది తగునా అని అడుగుతారు. దానికే ప్రమాణాలు అని చెప్పి ఏర్పడ్డాయి. కర్మణమపి సర్వేషాం దేవ ప్రాచీతి కక్షతే అధ్వర్యం ప్రాచీన కుర్యా పూజకాలే విశేషత అని అది ప్రమాణం. మనం ఇప్పుడు ఇంట్లో కూడా ఎక్కడైనా సరే మండపంలో అయినా ఒకవేళ ఆలయాలు అనుకోండి, ఆలయాలు ఖచ్చితంగా ప్రతిష్ట మనకి తూర్పుకు చేస్తారు, అంటే పశ్చిమానికి ఉంటుంది, తూర్పుకు భగవంతుడు ఉంటారు. కొన్ని ఆలయాలలో దక్షిణముఖంగా ఉంటుంది. వాళ్ళ యొక్క అక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి వాళ్ళ తీరికతో వాళ్ళు చేసుకుంటూ ఉంటారు. మరి అప్పుడు లింగానికి ఉత్తరానికి వేసుకోవాలి కదా. మరి అప్పుడు ప్రతిష్ట చేసినటువంటి లింగాన్ని మనం మార్చలేదు శివుణ్ణి. ఇక్కడ కూడా ఇది ఆలయమే. ఇది జరుగుతున్నటువంటి స్వామి ఎటు తిరిగి ఉంటాడో అదే తూర్పు. ఇది ప్రమాణం. కావాలంటే ఒక్కసారి ఎక్కడైనా ఏ స్మారకపు దాంట్లో అయినా ఎక్కడైనా ఒకసారి చూస్తే తెలుస్తుంది. ఈ చెప్పినటువంటి ప్రమాణాన్ని ఒకసారి గుర్తు చేస్తుంది. కర్మ నామకు సర్వేషాం దేవ ప్రాచీది కచ్చతే. ఎప్పుడైతే మనం పూజ చేస్తామో మనకు అభిముఖంగా భగవంతుడు ఉంటాడో అది భగవంతుడికి తూర్పు. సో మనం భగవంతుడిని ముందు కూర్చొని చక్కగా చేస్తాం. అందుకే 6 ఏళ్ళు 7 ఏళ్ళ నుంచి శివుడు ఇలానే ప్రతిష్ట ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాడు. ఈ సంవత్సరం కూడా ఉంటాడు. ఈ సంవత్సరం మనం మార్చొద్దు ఏది కూడా, ఇది ఇట్లానే కంటిన్యూగా చేస్తాం. ఇంకా ఏమన్నా వచ్చిందా చక్కగా రేపు వచ్చి నన్ను అడగండి, చక్కగా చెప్తాము. ఇంకా నన్ను ఇక్కడే కూర్చోబెడితే మిమ్మల్ని 4 గంటల వరకు ఇక్కడే కూర్చోబెట్టి మీ యొక్క సమాధానం నేను చక్కగా సమాధానం ఇస్తాను. మంగళ నీరాజన దీపం సందర్శయామి అంతా కూడా నమస్కారం చేసుకోండి. హారతి అయిపోయిన తర్వాత చక్కగా ఇక్కడ శివకథా కాలక్షేపం జరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది. మీ అందరికి కూడా గంగాధారణ జరుగుతుంది. ఆ తర్వాత సుమారుగా 11:30 గంటల నుండి ఇక్కడ రుద్రాభిషేకాన్ని మనం ప్రారంభం చేసుకుంటాం. చక్కగా నవక పారాయణలతోని ఆ యొక్క రుద్రుణ్ణి అభిషేకించుకొని ఆ తర్వాత శివపార్వత కళ్యాణాన్ని సేవించుకుందాం. ఓం మానోహికం శ్రీత్యాగవేదోగామస్వంగురుసంజగత్ అభిద్ధద జ్ఞానహిశ్రియామ పరిపాటయా సమ్రాజం చ విరాజం చ భిశ్రీర్యాతనో గృహే లక్ష్మీరాశ్రశ్రయాముఖేతయ మాతరం సృజామాసి.
भोला शंकर भगवान की। ओम मंडप सुरावाहिनेभ्य सर्वेभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। पादारविन्दयोः तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात्। ओम शाक्यायनाय विद्महे कन्यकाय धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गः प्रचोदयात्। पादारविन्दयोः वेदोक्तमन्त्रपुष्पाञ्जलिं समर्पयामि, सर्व उपचारान् समर्पयामि। भोला शंकर भगवान की जय।
ఇక్కడ
ఇచ్చారు.
We have a short katha on glories of Shiva, and we are very fortunate that we have His Grace Leelanand Das with us. So he leads a big congregation, so he's our Shiksha Guru as well, and on Bhagavad Gita, and he stays in my home Krishi, and he also takes classes there as well in my home Krishi as well. So I would like to welcome His Grace Leelanand Das. So we all would like to welcome His Grace Leelanand Das. Hi. And also saying my three sounds. Har Har Mahadev. Har Har Mahadev. Har Har Mahadev.
I understand.
స్టార్ట్ అయింది 11K.
పన్నెండు స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది.
మైక్ హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ లేట్ అయింది.
Okay, that's okay. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying just the time. Before 12 o'clock, you're that is the sequence. మీరు తప్పకుండా ఏమండి ఇక్కడ సేవ చేయడానికి వచ్చాను. సేవ కరెక్ట్గా చేయగలిగితే బాగుంటుంది కదా.
ప్రవచనం కదా
ఆల్రెడీ వేర్ వేసింగ్ దిస్ లైక్ నో ప్రాబ్లం. बोलो हर हर महादेव। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। अंदर చేతులు లేపండి। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ఇంకొకసారి हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे। जो भी करेंगे 3 बार करेंगे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। कितने लोगों को तेलुगु समझ में नहीं आता है? हाथ उठाइए। आई थिंक अभी टाइम भी मुझे बहुत कम दिया गया है क्योंकि और प्रोग्राम कम हो गया है, तो जरा माफ कीजिए। तेलुगु में रहेगा, जहाँ पे ऐड कर सकते हैं हम ऐड करेंगे, ठीक है? तो कहने को तो बहुत है, देयर आर लॉट ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్ టు టెల్। చెప్పడానికి చాలా విషయాలు ఉన్నాయి, కానీ కలియుగ విశేషం ఏది ఏంటంటే ఏ కార్యక్రమానికి అయితే టైం ఇవ్వాలో దాని టైం ఉండదు। చాలా సహజం ఉన్న విషయం చెప్తున్నాను। ఇక్కడే కాదు, ఎక్కడైనా సరే ప్రవచనంతో భగవంతుడు ఏంటో అర్థమవుతుంది, మంత్రాలతో భగవంతుడిని మనం ఆహ్వానిస్తాం, కానీ ఆ ప్రవచనం అయిన టైం మనకు ఉండదు, ఎందుకంటే మనందరం లేట్ వస్తాం కనుక రకరకాల ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వస్తాయి। కానీ ఎప్పుడైనా సరే నా రిక్వెస్ట్ ఏంటంటే మీరందరూ కూడా ప్రవచనం టైం ఇప్పియండి। అయితే ఇప్పుడు ఇంకా టైం వేస్ట్ చేయకుండా హరే కృష్ణ శివపురాణం ఎంతమంది ఇక్కడ చదివారు? శివపురాణం ఎంతమంది చదివారు? ఇక్కడ ఒక్కరు చదివారు। కొత్త వర్షన్ శివపురాణం వచ్చింది, దాంట్లో ఏముందంటే మొబైల్ ఫోన్లో లోపల పెట్టుకొని చెప్తున్నాడు శివుడు। ఏం చెప్తున్నాడు? గట్టిగా చెప్పండి। మొబైల్ ఫోన్ లోపల పెట్టుకోకపోతే ఎలా శివుని ఇక్కడ ఆహ్వానించి, అంతే కదా? మొబైల్ ఫోన్ లోపల పెట్టుకోండి, ఇంకోటి వేరే విషయాలే మాట్లాడకండి। మాట్లాడితే శివుడు ఏదైతే మీకు చెప్తాం అనుకుంటున్నాడో అది వినడానికి రెడీగా లేనట్టు ఉంటుంది కదా। హరే కృష్ణ।
हिंदी में बोल सकते हैं,
नहीं टाइम
बोल
अब
करिए।
ठीक है, देख హరే కృష్ణ। చెప్పడానికి చాలా ఉన్నాయి ఇక్కడ, కొన్ని విషయాలు రాసుకొని తెచ్చాము, కానీ ఎంత టైం వస్తుందో చూద్దాం। సో మహాభారతంలో నిల్చున్న వారు కూర్చో, जो भी खड़े हैं बैठ सकते हैं। हरे कृष्णा, जो भी खड़े हैं बैठ सकते हैं। సో మహాభారతంలో ఒక కథ ఉంది, ఏంటంటే భీష్ముడు తన ఆఖరి రోజులలో ఆఖరి సమయంలో ఇక ప్రాణం వదిలించుకునే ముందు తన ముందు యుధిష్ఠిరుడు వచ్చాడు. వచ్చినప్పుడు అక్కడ ఒక కథ చెప్పాలనిపించింది తనకు, ధర్మం గురించి చెప్పాలనిపించినప్పుడు ఒక రాజు కథ చెప్పాడు. ఆ రాజు పేరు ఏంటంటే చిత్రభాను. చిత్రభాను అని ఒక రాజు కథ చెప్పాడు. అందరికి అర్థమవుతుందా? ఆడియో బాగానే ఉందా? కెన్ ఎవ్రీబడి బిహైండ్ హియర్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ సేయింగ్? యా, హరే కృష్ణ. ఓకే, యా. I can tell in English, but I don't know if everybody is comfortable in English. Will everybody understand English? That's better, no? No? Okay. I mean, personally, I would prefer in mother tongue, but chalega, whatever you want. Huh? So we'll do in English. English lo cheptam kada. Andarki ardhamaitundi. So there used to be a king called Chitrabhanu, and he a muni called Ashtavakra Muni. Chitrabhanu. And at that time, Chitrabhanu was observing exactly what we are doing right now. He was observing Mahashiva Rathri. Right? At that time, Ashtavakra Muni asked, why are you observing this Mahashiva Rathri? What is the significance of observing? What is the procedure for observing? So at that time, Chitrabhanu Maharaj told about another hunter. His name is Suswara. He said, once upon a time, Hare Krishna. So there used to be a hunter called Suswara. Now this Suswara, he used to hunt in the jungle some animals, and he used to take the dead animals and sell them. That was his occupation, right? Whether it's a good thing or wrong thing, we are not here to discuss about it. That was his occupation. Hunter's occupation was he'll kill the animals, he'll take the animals. So one of the days what happened? He could only kill one deer. Only one deer he could kill. Now, after killing that one deer, he was wondering, if I just take this one deer to the house and I take it to the market, how much money will I get? So I think I should wait for some more time. And wait for some more animals. So he waited till 6 o'clock, till 7 o'clock, till 8 o'clock, till 9 o'clock, and then it became very night. Never he stayed in the jungle during the night time. This was the first time he was waiting to get more animals. And apparently because it's 9 o'clock, he felt, okay, now I should go, but he forgot the way because it was too dark. Then he decided staying on the ground, is very dangerous in jungle. So why don't I climb a tree? So he climbed a tree. He sat on the tree and then he was wondering, when will this night get over? How will I go? And then he was worried that he might even fall from the tree, right? You can't sit on the tree for the whole day, whole night. Then he was thinking there should be some time pass activity until the sun comes back. So he looked at the tree and then he plucked some leaves from the tree, a branch, and he started plucking one leaf. And he started throwing the leaves. Just as a time, many people do that, right? You also sit in the garden, and pluck the leaves sometimes. He was doing that, and then he realized, my wife has not eaten anything at home because I am in the jungle only. Then he felt very sorry that his children, his wife, they have not had any meal that day. Then he was cursing his life, or what kind of life is mine? I'm a hunter, I'm doing all these things. And he started crying. So whole night he cried and he was plucking the leaves. And then he got down next day morning when the sun rose, and then he went back to his house. And then he explained his wife why he could not come the previous day. And the life passed on. At the time of his death, after many, many years, some people came to take him at the time of the death. And then he realized they're all devotees of Lord Shiva from Kailash. Then he was wondering, how come I am getting this kind of a welcome? I have not done any pious activity. I have just done my hunting work all throughout my life. Then those, people told, how come you are saying that you have not done any pious activity? Remember that tree under which you lived that night? One of the nights in the jungle you were stuck? That tree was a beetle tree. Right? That tree was, in other language, what? Bilva tree. And under that tree, there was a Shivalinga. You have not observed it. And whole night, you were crying there and your, drops from your eyes were falling on that Shivalinga. And the leaves that you were throwing at that time were Bilva leaves. So indirectly, and another thing, that night you did not go home and you were sitting on the tree, so you don't eat anything. So you also fasted. So you have done the fasting, you have done the Abhishekam, who is Abhisheka Priya, and you also kept Bilva leaves, like Tulsi leaf for Lord Vishnu, You know, you kept the Bilva leaves on Lord Shiva. So you have done all the great activities. And because Lord Shiva is also called Ashutosh, can everybody say Ashutosh? Ashutosh means what? He gets pleased by little activities. Even by little good things that we do, he gets pleased. Right? Neha Vikramanashosti Pratyayavana Udyate Swalpam Apyasya Dharmasya Trayate Mahato Bhaya. Lord Krishna is telling Bhagavad Gita that even little good activity you do is counted by the Supreme Lord. So, here, even this little activity that you have done has made you given the opportunity to go to Kailasha. So he was amazed. Oh my God, what a fortune I have. This is called Agyata Sukruti. Sukruti means good things you do. Agyata Sukruti means without knowing some good things that you do. Right? So he got that opportunity to go to Kailasha, and after he finished his time duration in Kailasha, he had to come back. Because everybody in the material world has to come back. Brahma Bhunaloko, Punaravartino Arjuna. Any heavenly planet you go, you have to come back to this Bhuloka until you go to Vaikuntha. You have to exit the material world. So he came back. And who was he in the next life? This very king, Chitrabhanu. So Chitrabhanu was saying, "See, this is what I did in my last life, and now I am here. And because Lord Shiva wants me to exit this material world, he has given me one more opportunity."
But how does he know if he was this the last life?
Yeah, that's a benediction. That's a very good question. How do you know your previous life? Right? Because he was a great devotee of Lord Shiva, he gave that opportunity that he remembers the next life. So that happened with many others. You know, in Bhagavatam, Bharat Maharaj it happened, with Rahugana it happened. Many examples are there, but they could remember the previous life also. So, many things about Shivalingam, I'm not going to get into technicalities, but little information that you all should know, that when you worship Shivalingam in the house, there is a standard you all have to maintain. It should be at least as big as 1 finger height. How much? 1 finger height it should be. Like if you give the 1 finger like that, how much is 1 finger? Say 1.5 centimeter. Minimum this size should be kept in the house, and maximum 12 fingers. Right? When I keep 12 fingers, that much height Shivalingam can be in the house, not more than that. Right? Because as per the Shiva Puran, some rules are there. For our good only. And how big should be it in a temple? When you're installing a Shivalingam in temple, how big it should be? More than 12 fingers. And any size you want. There is no restriction on the top size, but the minimum size is this much. And what should be the Shivalinga made of? Now here, the Shivalingam is there. What is it made of? Stone, right? So Shivalingam can be made of stone, it can be made of metal, it can be made of Ayurvedic paste also, it can be made of mud also, right? When Lord Ram made Shivalinga in Rameshwaram, what did he make it with? Mud. He made it with mud, and Lord Shiva accepts it. But one important detail is Shivalingam should always be completely made with only one thing. Meaning, the linga and the yoni below, all of it should be made with one thing only. You can't make the lingam with stone and the bottom portion with metal. But there is one exception to this. When the lingam, this is also called Shaligrama Lingam, because it comes in a river, right? A lot of people, don't understand that it's actually very worshipable Swayambhu. So it is coming in Narmada River. When it comes in Narmada River, that Shivalingam which comes in Narmada River can have a different base also. Meaning, if this Shivalingam has come from Narmada River, the bottom portion can be in metal also. The bottom portion can be in mud also. Are you understanding? That is the only exception. Otherwise, you should not have anything else with two different. And how many Jyotirlingas are there? Anybody can tell? 12 Jyotirlingas, right? So significance of Jyotirlinga is Lord Shiva, in the form of almost like a light, he put it down just like a pillar on this world to signify his presence, right? So there are 12 Jyotirlingas. I'm just reading because on this Mahashivratri day, even by reading those names, we get some good benefit out of it, right? So one is Somanath. You all can repeat after me. Somanath Mahadev ki. Then Mallikarjuna Mahadev ki. Mahakaleshwar Mahadev ki. Om Kaleshwar Mahadev ki. Kedarnath Mahadev ki. Bhimashankar Mahadev ki. Kashi Vishwanath Mahadev ki. Triambakeshwar Mahadev ki. Vaidyanath Mahadev ki. Nageshwar Mahadev ki. Ramanatha Swami Mahadev ki. Grishneshwar Mahadev ki. Now there is a story for all of this. Actually, I had prepared a small script for the story, but I think the time is less, so I'll move out of this, right? But I'll tell two small stories out of this instead of skipping out. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. So one of the stories, the famous stories is Ravana's, which is that Vaidyanath. Vaidyanath Mahadev. Where is it? In Jharkhand right now. Right in Jharkhand. How many have gone to this Mahadev here? Hari Bol. Oh, Hare Krishna. Some of them already gone. So, in brief, I am telling you that Ravana wanted to have Lord Shiva in his Lanka. So he went and did a big tapasya in this place, not in this place, near Kailasha. And then when he pleased Lord Shiva, Ashutosh, who becomes very easily pleased, and Bholenath also, who also gives, benedictions to demons. So he asked, what do you want? So he said, I want to establish a special place for your Lanka, so I want to take you with me. So he created a linga and he said, you can take this. He said, no, I want you also. So everybody, all the devatas got worried that if Lord Shiva leaves Kailasha, then who will be there? We can't be without him. But he was taking Lord Shiva. At that time, Lord Vishnu understood the heart of Lord Shiva. And then immediately sent there, Varunadev. He told Varunadev that become very heavy in the stomach of Ravan. He became thirsty, but he drank more than needed water because Varunadev induced him to drink more water. And then what happened? His stomach became so heavy, he had to pass nature's call. And at that time, Lord Vishnu came and he said, I am going to hold you the Shivalinga until that time you can go. But there was one condition. Lord Shiva had said that if you keep it down, it has to stay there. Right? But this was all nicely tricked up by Lord Vishnu. He came and he took the Shivalinga, and Varunadev was so much inside his stomach that normally what he would go for 1 minute went on for 1 hour. And he was also wondering what's going on right now with me. And during that time, that was a good enough reason for that cowherd boy, who was none other than Lord Vishnu, was holding the Shivalinga to keep it down. And when he kept it down, that is what became the Vaidyanath Mahadev, right? Where you go even right now. So that very Shivalinga, which was supposed to go to Sri Lanka, has stayed there. So there is another story of Sudharma. Sudharma was a great devotee, and he had a great devotee of Lord Shiva. And he had a wife, Sudeha, and they were both married. They were going to have children, but they were not having children. So Sudeha felt that my husband is not having children. We need a lineage. So she asked her husband, can you marry my younger sister? Her younger sister's name was Bhushma. So she said, please marry Bhushma and she will beget children. And he was like, no, I don't want to marry anybody. I'm happy with you. No, you need to have sons. You need to have a lineage. Please do so. So to please his elder wife, he married her sister. And after that, they had a beautiful son. Now, one of the things about Bhushma was she was a very good devotee of Lord Shiva, and she would make 101 lingas with mud every day and worship them and put them all in a well. There is a well there. So in that well, after the whole puja she used to do, and because the whole kingdom was so happy, and even the younger wife was happy, the husband was happy, everybody was happy, but the first wife, who actually asked him to marry the second wife, became very upset. That nobody is giving any importance to me. She had a son, so all the time my husband is her only. Everybody is talking about her son only. I am nobody here, so that created envy. Just like Kaikeyi developed envy towards towards Lord Ram, and did something wrong. This woman also, Sudeha, she did a very, very wrong thing, is that she poisoned her son and put him in a well. His body, she put him in a well. It's a very gory incident. And then this news went to Sudharma and also his wife Bhumsha, and she continued to worship Lord Shiva. After hearing this, with more intensity she worshipped, and she continued and put those 101 lingas back into that well. And when she put it to that well, from that well, her son, who was killed by her own sister, came back to life. And then everybody there told that she has to be punished for doing such a wrong thing. But she said, no, she is my elder sister. And it's okay if she has done this, but anyway, Lord Shiva, you have helped me by giving back my son. So that very place where all this happened, Lord Shiva was very pleased with her devotion. Her name was Bhushma, and he also named that place according to her name only, which is Krishneshwar Mahadev, right? So this is also one of the temples that is there in Maharashtra. So there is a story for each one of these places. What I request here is, there is a lot of need for everybody here to know the background of all these great places. Especially we all have taken birth in Bharatvarsha, and we all should spend time to read these things to our children. Everybody should learn, right? Our history has to be known. It is not mythological stories, it is actually history. Ramayana has happened, Mahabharata has happened. There is enough archaeological proof to prove that it has happened. But unfortunately, the way most of us are educated is we don't believe that this has happened. Even now I see so many people who don't believe the existence of Lord Shiva only. There are so many people who worship Lord Shiva's, Mahashivaratri, but many of them, when you go and ask them, who is Lord Shiva, they tell Lord Shiva's meaning is nothing. There is no meaning to Lord Shiva. Like that they speak. Very, very unfortunate. But what is the meaning of Lord Shiva? Auspiciousness. He is the most auspicious person. He is not inauspicious. Can everybody say, Jai Jai Mahadev? Jai Jai Mahadev. By saying so, your whole family will become auspicious. Auspicious meaning what? You will get the right intelligence. You will get the right intelligence to think more in life than doing the 4 activities. What is that? Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithunam. Eating, sleeping, mating and defending. These 4 activities only people are doing. But when you chant the names of God, when you say Lord Shiva's name also, you get the intelligence to think more than this. As to why did I take birth? Why did Lord Shiva appear? What is the prominence of this night called Mahashivaratri? Many things like that you'll understand. And Lord Shiva himself came as an Acharya. Can anyone tell what is that Acharya's name? Adi Shankaracharya. Right? Lord Shiva himself came as Adi Shankaracharya. How many here know Adi Shankaracharya? Have you at least heard his name? Hare Krishna. Yeah. So Adi Shankaracharya, when he came, what did he do? He established back the Vedas. So who removed the Vedas? Who removed the Vedas before him? Lord Buddha. When the same Supreme Lord appeared as Lord Buddha, Lord Narayana appeared as Lord Buddha, he removed all the Vedas. Why did he remove all the Vedas? Because Brahmanas forgot their duty. What were Brahmanas doing? Brahmanas were behind money. Brahmanas were behind comforts. They were doing all kinds of yajnas from Karmakanda section of Vedas, where they were destroying the animals, they were killing the animals to get some benefits, spiritual benefits. Now it's not with the killing and eating. They were killing and giving back another body to them, but the whole activity was karma-centric, meaning I do this, you give me, I do this, I give me. It was business kind of activity. The goal of Vedas is not to do business. Sarvasya chaham, Riti Sanniveshto, Makta Smritir Jnanam Apohanamcha, Vedesta Sarve Ahamaya Vedyo, Vedanta Krit Vedavidevacham. Lord Shiva is telling in 15th chapter, the purpose of Vedas is to understand me, to understand who is God. Don't use the Vedas for activities like I give this, mere bachche ko pass kara do, I give this, mera shadi kara do, I give this, uska shadi bigad do. There is no need for that. Right? There is no need for that. The purpose of Vedas is to develop devotion. But unfortunately, that was not happening. The Brahmanas were polluted. At that time, Swayam Narayan appeared as Buddha. He appeared as Buddha, and what did he propagate? He said, there is no meaning to Vedas, reject all the Vedas. Now, one person can do this all over the planet, he has to be God only. That is the reason Buddha is Swayam Narayan. Nobody else can do that. So he removed all the Vedas, and he said, just believe in the mind, there is no rebirth, there is nothing, just concentrate on Shunyavadam. Like he wanted to stop the animal killing, that was the main purpose. Right? See, when you are going on a road, if there is any ditch that comes, what happens? You have to take a detour. The purpose of detour is not to go somewhere else. The purpose of detour is to take a detour, then take another detour, and come back to the track. Is that right? Right? You go like this, take like this, go like this, then again come back and then go. So that is exactly what was done by all great personalities in the past, which a lot of us are not educated. Unfortunately, many of us have done our MBS, CS, or whatever things, or ISB, ESB, whatever I am, but unfortunately we have not been taught what is the purpose of life and what is the purpose of Vedas. What exactly happened during that time? Lot of people, have you heard of Vaishnavas and Shaivites fighting? They don't fight. People who don't know Vaishnavism, people who don't know Shaivites fight. You understanding? Neither they have read Shiv Puran, nor they have read Bhagavad Gita, nor they have read anything. They fight for even the tilak should be like this or like this. Right? There is no problem. Even I can wear it like this, no problem. Adi Daivika, Adi Bhautika, Adi Dhyatmika. There are the kleshas which will be gone when I wear a tilak like that. There is every meaning to everything. But unfortunately we have not read. So what exactly happened at that time? Lord Buddha came and he took a detour. He said, stop the Vedas. Because if he goes and tells the Brahmanas, no, don't do this kind of vratas, do something else, they are not ready to listen. So he said, reject the Vedas itself. So everything became Shunyavada. At that time, again, Lord Krishna, he went to Lord Shiva, and it is very, very clearly mentioned in Padma Puran. He went and requested Lord Shiva that please establish the next detour. Now you have to bring back, but you cannot bring pure devotion again. You have to take a little deviation. What is that? Advaita Siddhanta. So he came and told, everybody is one, God is one, we are one, you are God, I am God. Is that an easily acceptable philosophy? Everybody likes, right? Mataji, you are God, Prabhuji, you are God. Acha lag raha hai, Prabhuji. So that's the easiest thing to do. So Lord Shiva in Padma Puran told Krishna that I don't want to do this. This is like passing on wrong information. There are verses, you can meet me after, I can send you the verses. But Lord Krishna told one thing. Hey Mahadev, who else can do this task but you? Nobody is as powerful as you. Only you can do this task of re-establishing the Vedas. And that's exactly as a service to Lord Krishna, reluctantly he established the Advaita philosophy. There is nothing wrong with Advaita philosophy, but it's not the complete philosophy. Because it has to be coming back to bhakti. If you are God, then who are you worshipping? Just think about it. Right? Even there are verses in Padma Puran, you can read this. So Lord Shiva came as Shankaracharya and established this. And then once the Vedas came back, then another detour was needed to bring it back to the road. So who was the next person? That was Ramanujacharya. Then Ramanujacharya was brought back, who is nothing but Rama Anuja, meaning who? Sankarshan, Swayam Lakshman. He appeared. And he appeared as a great Acharya and he established, Advaita was there, he established Vishishta Advaita. Meaning, we and God are one, but God is special. We are not exactly like God, but God is special. Then after Vishishta Advaita came, then came the next philosophy by Madhvacharya. How many have gone to Udupi Krishna temple? Anybody here? Yeah, that is called Madhvamat. So Madhvacharya came forward, and who is Madhvacharya? Again, Ansha of Lord Shiva only as Hanumanji. Right? So he appeared there and he established Dvaita. Dvaita means what? If you see Madhvacharya, he is always like this. You see a picture of Madhvacharya is like this. What does it mean? We and God are always different. You can never become God. There is no concept of merging in God. You can merge in consciousness, not as a person. Natvayam jatu nasam natvam janadipaha nachayana bhavishyama sarveva param. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna is telling that you and me will always exist. He never told we will exist. You and me. Understood? So he established the Dvaita philosophy and then came back Bhakti. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and finished back on the track, when he said both can coexist, which is a high philosophy. But today we are discussing this because you have to understand the great contribution of Lord Shiva. Right? Lord Shiva has given back the Vedas to us. He established the 4 mathas in Shankaracharya. You know, there are 4 mathas, the north, south, east and west. Right? One in Jagannath Puri, one in up there. So there is a whole setup that he has done. So because if Lord Shiva would not have taken up that service, nobody else would have re-established the Vedas. Right? So few things, like there are some people don't believe in our history. Some people reject that, it was all mythology. Ask them only one question. How come on a longitude, thousands of years ago, in some case millions of years ago, in the longitude of 79 degrees east, to be very precise, 41 by 54, that's the longitude. There are all the great Shaktipitas in a straight order in the map right now. To name some temples, Kedarnath to Chidambaram. Kedarnath is right up there and Chidambaram is right down there. In between, there are hundreds of Lord Shiva temples, prominently Kaleshwaram, Kalahasti, Akheshwara Mahadev and Chidambaram Mahadev. How is it possible? Without any Google map, they established Shivalingas right from top to the bottom. So you can easily smash the atheistic people asking these kind of questions. Prabhujis and Matajis, time has come for all of us to respect our great deities, Lord Shiva, Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, without any compromise. We all have to establish back the faith. And that is the reason I was saying these pravachans are very, very important. We have to, if you're not hearing now, go and start learning Bhagavad Gita. Go and start learning Shiva Puran. Enough is enough. If we continue our faith just by some brahmanas reading there, we are just going to sit there and forget Lord Shiva in just a matter of time. Our children will have no faith. Recently, one simple movie that came. Simple movie. How many here have seen Chava? How many you have seen? Go and show it to your children. It is about time. Right? Why I'm telling you, I'm not promoting a movie here. This is very much needed. Our Puranas, our history has been buried. And even now, if we are not taking initiative to see the truth and show the truth to our children, who will do it? I have done it. My son is sitting here, is studying in medical. And my younger son is pursuing his CA. I took both of them on the second day and I showed, this is what is my history. Bolo Shivaji Maharaj ki! Shivaji Maharaj took the sword and went and defended our culture. It is not a fight against any religion. It's a fight against independence. Somebody who removes our independence. And we should know that. And we should have the spirit of Lord Shiva. Right? Lord Shiva was not somebody who would accept such kind of things. Now we have to learn these things. There are many more things, but I'll end it here. So compassion of Lord Shiva, he took poison for all of us. But there is a great message. Everybody says, Neelakanta, I know. But why he did it? What is he trying to show? In life, when we want to do anything great, first thing we face is difficulties. And he showed that when the churning of ocean was done, the first thing that came out is what? Poison. First thing came out is poison. So normally whenever problems come in life, we immediately want to change our God also. Monday one God, Tuesday one God, Wednesday one God, Thursday one God. God's market is going on. There is no God's market. Ishvara, please repeat after me. Ishvara, Parama Krishna, Satchitananda Vigraha, Anadir, Adir, Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam. It is mentioned in Brahma Samhita. Lord Brahma is telling, Ishvara Parama Krishna, Satchitananda Vigraha, Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Who repeated Bhagavad Gita? Did Shankaracharya read Bhagavad Gita? After reading Bhagavad Gita, what did he tell? Shankaracharya, very famous verse. It is there in Gita Mahatmya. What did he tell? Sarva Upanishado Gavo, Dokta Gopala Nandana, Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta, Dukta Gita Mritam. How many have heard this? Very less number of people have heard this. What is the meaning of this? Shankaracharya told, oh people of Gachibowli and Gauri Doddi, तुम्हारे पास time नहीं है तुम लोगों के पास time. I have done the homework. There is no point in you trying to read Vedas. You can't read. Sarva Upanishado Gao. After hearing and understanding all the Upanishads, Lord Shiva is telling, please repeat after me. Sarva Upanishado Gao. आप लोग पानी पूरी खाते हो कितना मुंह खुलता है? इससे ज्यादा खुलता है ना? तो खोलो मुंह को. Sarva Upanishado Gao. Right? After reading all the Upanishads. Upanishads is Sar of Vedas. Right? So after reading all these Sarva Upanishadu cows, Dokta Gopala Nandana. If all the Upanishads become like a cow and you milk that cow, the milk that comes out, the Sar of entire Upanishads and Vedas is Bhagavad Gita. Right? That is what who is telling? Lord Shiva is telling. And he is telling, please understand this. And in Bhagavad Gita, and who is the one who is drinking that milk? Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta. Please repeat after me. Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta. The one who is drinking that milk is who? Not Partha. Everybody in my home Vihanga. We are supposed to drink that milk. Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta. At least now take your time to understand Bhagavad Gita before you die. Because death is right across the corner. Shivaratri will not have any meaning if you don't understand what is Lord Shiva doing here. If you want to please Lord Shiva, then we should follow what he is telling. Right? And Shankaracharya, when he read the entire Bhagavad Gita, he told, Eko Bhagavan Devaki Putra. Right? This is also there in Gita Mahatmya. Eko Shastra Devaki Putra Gitam. There is only one Shastra. The mool mantra of all the Shastras is Bhagavad Gita. Right? So please, we have to invest time, at least on this day of Shivaratri, Mahashivaratri. Let us make some resolution. Don't send your children for Bhagavad Gita classes. Don't send your parents for Bhagavad Gita classes. You are required in Bhagavad Gita classes. You understood? Whole family can learn Bhagavad Gita. So while we do the Abhishekam, Rudrabhishekam, which is going to start now, let us do the activity to please Lord Shiva. Right? He is also called Abhisheka Priya. When you do Abhishekam, he likes it because he is coming from Rudra. Even Hanumanji is coming from Rudra. Same type of mentality that Lord Shiva has. That's why Hanumanji also, what do we keep? There is a lot of paste to pull him down. In the same way, to pull down Lord Shiva also, we put the Abhishek. And one more thing, important detail, which you should know today, at least if you don't know, never do complete pradakshina of a Shivalinga. How many of you know this? Never do complete pradakshina. From what place to what place you should do? From the place the dhara is falling, right? You should go all the way back, and again from there you should come back to the same spot. That is called pradakshina, not complete. Never cross that. If you cross that, you will see hellish planets. Because you are insulting what has been accepted by Lord Shiva. ठीक है ना? And do Abhishek with devotion. Please have one message in your mind that, hey Lord Shiva, you have given back the Vedas to us. You have worked so difficult. You have done such a difficult task of re-establishing the Vedas. Please give us a little intelligence so that we can spend some time to learn these Vedas. There are many other things I thought of telling today. Please forgive me that, sometimes I become very greedy to share because I really care. Because where else can I find all of you? Tomorrow morning you will be in different offices, forgetting the goal of life. So Prabhuji, please forgive me. The reason I was saying that, should give time for Pravachan, there is a reason. Please forgive me. My intention was not like that. So now let us honor Lord Shiva by doing Abhishekam. Bolo Hara Hara Mahadev! Hara Hara Mahadev! Jai Shiva Shankar! तो सभी लोग पूरा हाथ उठाओ, ऐसे नहीं चाहिए मेरे को, पूरा हाथ उठाओ, एकदम ऊपर. मैं बोलूं क्यों उठाना, 1 मिनट बताता हूँ. जिन लोगों के बहुत पाप बढ़ जाते हैं ना, उनके हाथ ऊपर नहीं उठते, लेकिन जब पूरा उठा देते हो ना, पूरे पाप नीचे गिर जाते हैं, है ना? पूरे बोलो हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for this enlightening session. I hope everybody enjoyed this.